Welcome back to the next part of our tanking guide for the role quest. Here we are in Ilmeg, about to continue on with the level 78 quest, the Hardened Hearts. Sul Oul seems rather more pleased to entertain you than Granson. Well, you can't really blame the guy. Exemplary timing, Claire. 'Twas not more than a moment ago that Granson returned, having at last obliged my humble request. Humble request my arse. There's no one better than a Umorian aristocrat so accustomed to making others do their bidding. I tell you, there's something off-putting about taking orders from a dog. Ere you continue and give me cause to reconsider aiding your hunt, perhaps you should ask your questions. Fine. Claire said she saw a vision of you and Branden looking thick as thieves. You were friends, eh? Know what he's up to now? Branden is dead. He died a century ago, together with his comrades in an attempt to halt the flood that they themselves set in motion. I presume you speak of the eater that took possession of his corpse. Dakayoze, aye. But unlike most eaters, he's been doing more than roam about aimlessly. For some reason, he's been hunting down royal treasures of old Verbert. And he's been killing anyone who's got in his way. Is he now? Heh, what irony. Even in death he remains a slave to duty, a knight brave and true. He's a murderer, and I'll not hear it said otherwise. He ruined my life, killed my beloved right before my very eyes. Every night I go to bed dreaming of the day I'll take my revenge. Oh, I see. Truly you have suffered a terrible loss. But while your thirst for vengeance is quite natural and understandable, it is ultimately misguided. Unusual behavior notwithstanding, Dakayoze is nevertheless no more than an eater. To hate him is to hate the sea that claims the ship, the disease that steals the child, the tremor that topples the home, a mindless force of nature that begets destruction, driven by fragmented memory. Don't you dare make excuses for him! You think I wanted any of this? I grew up on a farm, I could barely wield a sword, and now I've got to kill one of the bloody cardinal virtues. Hate and anger and vengeance are all I've got now. My every waking moment is dedicated to plotting his death. It has to be. It has to be. So just tell us where the goddamn ring is and we'll be on our way. That is how it has to be, Who you have to be? Nay, I think not. You ask too much, demand far, far too much, and in exchange for what? This I cannot abide. Are you trying to barter with me? You little shite, tell me what I want to know or I'll beat it out of you. Back off, Claire. I won't let anyone or anything stand between me and Melinda's murderer. Branden was a dear friend. To know that an eater disgraced his flesh and his memory pains me more than I can well express. It would bring me great comfort if you were to grant him peace. I should like to share with you a story, if you would be so kind as to join me in Lyhe Ghiah. This had better have a point. Man, he's angry. But I do like the way that he's treating him, treating him like a misbehaving little kid. Alright, so let's head out there and see what he's got to say. So I definitely think we're going to be having another vision of the Echo around these parts, because if he really was a Knight of Verbert, then it's only going to be a matter of time before it triggers a memory, because these are the old lands of Verbert. You know, I can't get over how much like Ishgard this whole place is. It's kind of like, this is probably what Ishgard would look like if the calamity never happened and it didn't turn into a frozen wasteland. Which is kind of sad, because it's really pretty here. It's sad in general what happened to Verber, because you could tell it was once a beautiful nation. And this is all that's left. I mean, I guess it's nice that the Fae folk moved in, but still, it's not the same thing. Wish I could see what it looked like before the flood. That would've been nice. Oh man, can you imagine climbing up these steps in real life? No wonder royalty didn't want to leave the castle too often. Oh, we're gonna be fighting here? How? Why are we here again? I don't know, you tell me. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. "'Tis beautiful, even now, a palace of forgotten dreams. But before it was Lyhe Ghiah. In the time of Verber, it was Gunia's Lich. The memory of mine in which you walked was of a troubled time, when the people of our kingdom were preyed upon by an ambitious fool. Branden, then a young knight who had only just won his spurs, had caught the eye of Princess Sadia, who chose him as her personal guardian. However, he was far too inexperienced and was unable to keep her safe when she ventured outside these walls on one of her investigations. For his failure, he was stripped of his knighthood, and shortly thereafter he quit Verber's. I thought I would never see him again. But then one day he returned, one of several wandering adventurers led by a man named Oddbird, who had accepted our invitation to look into the mysterious transformations, which had continued unabated in Branden's absence. Lady Sadia was overjoyed, and for a time it looked like nothing had changed. They spoke often and grew even closer. And then came the day when we learned the truth. When we learned that the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage, Tadric. It's him, Branden. I'm sorry. So am I. Come, let's have done with it. It was you, Talric. Do not deny it. Tormenting our people, twisting and transforming them into monsters, and for what? Branden, Branden, Branden. And after I took such pains to be rid of you. You may strip me of my titles, but not my oaths. I shall serve Lady Sadia till my dying breath. As you like. Once I've killed you and your friends, there'll be no one left to stop me from claiming the throne. Hear me, my children. The hour of reckoning is at hand. Rejoice, for in noble sacrifice shall you find everlasting glory. Lord Aldrich, it hurts. Soon you shall know no more pain. I was gonna make it quick, for old time's sake, but now I think I ought to take my time. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Seriously, that was his plan, to take the throne? What was it? Does he really think anyone was gonna follow him? It doesn't seem like he thought this through very well. Oh my god, we're playing as Branden now! Come, my children, render up your lives for your master. For all your crimes and more, you will pay. Oh, this is awesome! The direct approach isn't working. Your feeble tricks are no match for my magics. He's drawn upon the ether of his thralls. Kill them! That's what we're trying to do, buddy. Oh, bastards. That's what you get for trusting a court's mage. Branden, bring them all in close. Such an incredible display of strength. Stuff of legends. There's no escape, Talric. Surrender. Well, I still have so many lives at my disposal. I think not. Would have killed them to put in some voiceovers here. Come, children, in death shall your meaningless lives gain glorious purpose. I'll defend Lamit. Branden, go to Nilbert. Now burn, now. Burn bright for me, and die, die, die! What? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, we'll just pretend that never happened. Let's start again. I need to pay better attention. I was so lost in voiceovering the whole thing that I didn't even realize what was happening. Okay, okay, focus more. I can do that. Come, my children, render up your lives for your master. For all your crimes and more, you will pay. The direct approach isn't working. Your feeble tricks are no match for my magics. He's drawn upon the ether of his thralls. Kill them! Poor bastards. That's what you get for trusting a court mage. Branden, bring them all in close. Such an incredible display of strength. The stuff of legends. There's no escape, Talric. Surrender. But I still have so many lives at my disposal, I think not. Come, children, in death shall your meaningless lives gain glorious purpose. I'll defend Lamit. Branden, go to Nilbert. Got it this time. I got it this time. Okay. Now, burn bright for me and die, die, die! How many more must die for your vanity? Branden, don't let him cast that spell. Do whatever it takes. You are most tenacious, but everyone has their limits. That attack's too much for any one person to take. We have to stand together, understood? Understood. Your end is nigh. No sacrifice is too great to claim what is by rights mine. Rise, my children. Rise and defend me. Taldric! Surely no one can harness such a massive torrent of ether. Such obedient children to offer up their lives in sacrifice. Unrepentant to the last, this madness dies with you. You think the others would have seen what was going on and made a break for it? What is life but a medium for my magics? How much longer can you hold the line, I wonder? The bastard's keen to drag this out. We can't keep this up forever. Everyone, now's our chance to turn the tide. I've still got a few arrows in my quiver. Branden, bring them all into the center, like before. See that, Taldric? You're next. Time to thin the herd, starting with that dwarf, perhaps. Don't you touch her, you bastard! Branden, we have to defend Lamit at all costs. Phew, thank you both. I'm tired of these theatrics. Let us end this farce here and now. This castle will be your tomb. He's channeling a vast quantity of ether. Whatever he's preparing, we cannot let him finish. You heard me. We have to stop him. Don't ask for mercy, Taldric. You won't get it. Meddlesome wretch! This kingdom is by rights mine! Branden, what is the meaning of this? Talric, you... But why, after serving us faithfully for so many years? I am no servant, not of your mother or father or you. My lady! Gods damn you! Lady Sadia, speak to me. Branden, my dear, brave Branden, am I your princess still? Would you honor your vows even now? Now or never after, my lady. My sword is yours to command. That is well. Would that I had the strength to wield it myself. Seal your heart, brave Branden, and for the good of Herbert and her people. No, I cannot. I will not. Honor your vows to your kingdom, to your princess.
To your friend, who never doubted you, who knew that you would return and see justice.
No, it should be me.
Branden, my sword, now and ever after.
We've rounded up the rest of Talric's co-conspirators and tossed them in the jail. The ones who haven't been corrupted by his magics, that is. I'll not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Well, you saw what happened? Wicked White. She begged him to do it. Like Melinda. Come, let's quit this place and return to Pioneer. That was tough to watch. Oh. I feel so bad for Branden. Can you imagine doing that? But I think we finally got through to Granson. He finally sees that he wasn't always a monster, and it's not the real Branden. That's sad. What is the deal, Square Enix? Why do you keep giving us these sad stories? Do you know why I entered into the royal family service many long years ago? Because when I was attacked by a wild beast which nearly tore me to shreds, it was Lady Sadia who came to my rescue. She saved me, and that is a debt that can never be repaid, for there is naught in this world which holds a greater value than life itself. Not even her death absolves me of it, and so I must always first consider her wishes, her desires, what she would want for me and her kingdom, for Branden, and yes, even for you, Granson. For me? To define oneself in opposition to the other, another bereft of complexity of nuisance, wholly devoid of redeeming qualities, a villain. Indeed, there is comfort and certainty in hatred. But it is false and fleeting comfort, brought with lies we tell ourselves about who we are, what we must be, what we must do, and never you mind the cost. If anything, the more we offer up in sacrifice, the better. Do you not see? Branden was right to hesitate, to doubt. The unwavering blade cares not whom it serves, nor who it cuts. I think I need a moment. Perhaps you do as well. Leave us for now, Claire. Oh, that was sad! I'm gonna need a moment myself. Oh, the last role quest, to have love and lost. Oh. Well, I hope everyone's going to be looking forward to the last of the tanking role quests. I know I am. So, until next time, everyone, take care.